The Steelers are not stopping and are acting quickly in the market to acquire big names. In this video, you will be the first to hear about the main news about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Today, we bring you two pieces of news that are shaking up the NFL world and could directly impact the future of our franchise. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Oh, and turn on notifications, so you don't miss any details about our team. Now let's get to the first news. Jim Nance makes unusual plea for Aaron Rodgers to join the Steelers. We're passing the hat to you. The off-season soap opera involving Aaron Rodgers continues to yield curious chapters. And now it even has the support of one of the most iconic voices in American sports. During an NFL Network special, legendary CBS announcer Jim Nance surprised everyone by making a direct appeal to the quarterback, suggesting that he wear the black and gold of the Pittsburgh Steelers. "I don't know if you're watching, Aaron Rodgers," Nance said with a smile on his face, "but I want you to know that I'm passing the hat here in Quail Hollow. We're taking up a collection. A few friends and I want to see you in the Steel City this season, and we're willing to contribute. I think we can get close to 7 figures." The good-natured tone hides a hint of sincerity. After all, Rodgers' presence in Pittsburgh would add another dimension to the Steelers' 2025 season, and to CBS's broadcasts, of course. Alongside his booth partner Tony Romo, Nance is expected to announce several of the team's games in the final months of the regular season, including big matchups like the Steelers vs. Bills, Week 13, and the road game against the Lions in Detroit. Nance's enthusiasm reflects an expectation that goes beyond the stands. The city of Pittsburgh has been in a state of anticipation since rumors linking Rodgers to the team began even before the start of free agency. 2 months later, the suspense remains, and the fans' patience is starting to wear thin. For Jarrett Bailey, deputy editor of Behind the Steel Curtain and columnist for Sporting News, the idea of seeing Rodgers leading the Steelers' offense is as exciting as it is strategic. Rodgers could be the missing link for a team with a dominant defense and promising young talent, he says. It's rare to have an opportunity like this available. The Steelers should take advantage. As head coach Mike Tomlin prepares the roster for OTAs, which begin May 27th, and mandatory minicamp approaches, scheduled for June 10th, the absence of an elite quarterback remains a question mark. While there are options on the roster, none have the pedigree of a 4-time MVP like Rodgers. Of course, there are still uncertainties. Rodgers is under contract with the New York Jets, but after a season marked by an early injury and speculation about his continuity, many believe that a change of scenery and conference could be the ideal move to end his career in style. For Jim Nance, that style would have to come from Pittsburgh, and if it were up to the NFL's most classic voice, he's even ready to lead a fundraiser. The city is waiting, the fans are dreaming, and Rodgers? Still silent. Former Patriots Lawrence Guy expresses desire to end his career with the Steelers. "Defense is my identity." Despite no longer being in peak physical shape, Lawrence Guy still carries the same passion that drove him for more than a decade in the NFL. At 35 years old and currently unsigned, the veteran defensive lineman revealed where he would like to end his career, with the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the reason goes beyond numbers or salary. For Guy, it's about legacy, identity, and love for the defensive style of play. During an appearance on NFL Network's Good Morning Football, Guy didn't hesitate to highlight the Steelers as his dream destination. "I'm a defense guy. I need to play for teams that are defensive-minded," he declared with conviction. "I would go to Pittsburgh. I love the organization. I know I played for the Ravens. I understand the rivalry, but I love football. It's all part of the game. And this team is synonymous with defense." Guy's fascination with the Pennsylvania team is not without reason. The Steelers built their reputation on historic defenses, the most iconic being the feared steel curtain of the 1970s. one of the pillars of the 4 Super Bowl victories in that decade. Since then, despite the ups and downs, the defense has remained one of the franchise's most striking features. They've always had stars on defense. You pick an era, and you'll find legendary names. And now, imagine me there? I know, Cam. Hayward and I are not the youngest anymore. He has hair, I don't. But we share the same essence. When you have that defensive spirit inside you, you need to be on a team that shares that. And the Steelers are that. Defense and dominance, added Guy, with a smile of someone who knows exactly where he belongs. Guy built a solid career in the NFL, playing for teams such as the Packers, Colts, Ravens, Patriots, and most recently the Bengals. He was an important part of the Patriots' defense during the Bill Belichick era, including helping them win Super Bowl XXXIII. Known for his work ethic, intelligence on the field, and leadership presence in the locker room, Guy has become a silent but constant reference. Despite his desire, the road to Pittsburgh could be complicated. The Steelers' defensive line already has some big names and promising players. Cam Hayward remains the pillar of the unit, while Keanu Benton and rookie Derek Harmon are emerging as important pieces for the future. In addition, there is an internal battle for space involving Dean Lowry, Isaiah Loudermilk, Logan Lee, DeMarvin Leal, and Yahya Black. Still, for a franchise with a tradition of valuing veterans who add experience and leadership, it would not be entirely unlikely that Guy would at least get a chance, even if it were just for a farewell contract, a final chapter in a career marked by discipline and consistency. Lawrence Guy may have left his best days behind him, but his competitive fire remains alive. And if it depends on him, his last breath on the NFL field will be in the black and gold jersey, honoring the tradition he has always admired from afar, now dreaming of being a part of it.